Hi, Talia. I'm Tara and I'm going to be your therapist today. Thanks for meeting with me. So I know you mentioned that you're struggling with some kind of decision or dilemma. Can you tell me a little bit about
Mhm.
that?
Yeah, so I've been working at my current place of employment for about 5 years now, and the girl that I started working with, like we were in orientation together and everything, we became really good friends. She now was promoted to be my supervisor, but I mean, we're still friends, and
Mhm.
I feel like it's been probably 3 weeks now since her promotion, and I'm like knowing things that I probably shouldn't know about. I feel like the dynamic is also different compared to like my other coworkers because we have been friends for a long time. So it's like I don't know. I mean, I know it's not right, but like what am I supposed to do? Because technically we've been friends for a long time. So it's like either I will have to be moved to somewhere, or she probably will have to. Unless there's other options I'm just not thinking about right now.
Mhm.
But it's been a little awkward.
Yeah, so you started at the same time with somebody.
Hmm.
You guys built a bond, it sounds like, a
Hmm.
friendship. And now she's been promoted to your supervisor. So
Right.
yeah, the dynamic has definitely changed.
Hmm.
Um, what do you think you're most worried about? Like
I think
are you worried about like the company, like just like the dynamics not being or the boundaries being blurred, or what are you most scared about?
I feel like because of our friendship, she has a significant trust in me and my abilities, but sometimes I just need someone to tell me like, no, this is what we're doing. You can't do X, Y, and Z. Like more of that like supervisor role, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
When it's not like that because again, we've known each other for so long and it's more like, well, like you know what you're doing, you'll be okay. Um, and I'm also really worried about how like my other coworkers will perceive the situation. They know we've been friends. I mean, I feel like everyone knew that. So that's why I was surprised that our relationship wasn't discussed, or if maybe it was and I just don't know that.
Yeah.
But I'm worried that they might think that I have like a certain advantage that
Mm-hmm.
they
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. So not even worried about just like your relationship with your new supervisor, but also like how it could affect your coworkers and the way that they
Hmm.
see you. And okay, I can definitely understand that. So
Hmm.
what kind of like, are there two options you're teetering with? Are you thinking about leaving? Are you thinking about
You froze for a second there. You froze for a second.
Yeah, that's sorry about that. So like what kind of options do you feel like you have right now? Do you feel like are you feeling pressured to leave, to change positions, or do you like what kind of options do you feel like you have right now?
I feel like I should just because, like I said, I feel like at this point, I don't have the guidance that I should be having. And there's also, like, it's just not right, like when I think of my coworkers and even my clients, like if I'm seeking guidance and all I'm getting is, well, like, you got this girl, that's not really helpful. Um,
Mhm.
and I mean, she does deserve the promotion, so I'm not gonna have like her leave. I feel like the best
Mhm.
course of action would be for me to leave, or I mean, I don't know if there's even an option of like me being assigned to someone else.
Mhm. Mhm.
That could be, I guess, something. Um,
Yeah.
but I also don't know if that's gonna affect our friendship.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of variables here, and I think maybe that's like really confusing too. So what
Hmm.
would your first step be? Do you think it would be to have a conversation with her? Do you think it would be maybe to talk to other people in your organization to see if there's like a move for you? Like, what do you think your next step should be?
I think I should look at the positions that are open right now at my agency. I wouldn't want to involve anyone else just because I don't exactly know like what the process was. Like I don't know if this was something that was disclosed or not, and I don't want her to get in trouble.
Hmm.
Especially when there's an option of me just leaving and that way like there's no harm being done to anyone.
Hmm.
I feel like it'll probably be easier to do that instead of like explaining everything to her in a way that like she might feel attacked.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, and I've been thinking about getting another position anyway, so I feel like, like maybe it was just good timing.
Yeah, yeah. So it sounds like you're definitely leaning towards leaving, and not only, for the sake of the relationship, but just kind of for like yourself if you were thinking about leaving anyway, right?
hmm
Do you think you'll be happy in another position? Like, is there something that you have in mind, or is this like you feel like this is your dream job?
No, I think I would definitely be happy in a different position. I'm not, so I feel like there's other things that I could explore. Definitely other positions that are available that I'm a little interested in. And I also won't have to deal with, navigating a lot of the challenges that have surfaced ever since
Hmm.
this change in position happened with my friend.
Yeah, for sure. Can you think of any cons to leaving?
I will definitely miss my team, also my clients. So if I
Mhm.
leave the program, I will obviously like have to have my clients transferred to someone else. Um, It is a very short-term program, so I don't think that that would necessarily impact my clients just because like they know the nature of the program. They know that we're not going to stick around for like months at a time. Um, and just like the anxiety of starting somewhere new. I feel like that always really gets to me. I get really
Mhm.
anxious when I start at like new places, meet new people, but that usually goes away pretty quickly, so that's a good thing.
Hmm. Yeah, so it sounds like you've definitely thought through like the pros and cons of, leaving. And it sounds like you have a pretty concrete idea of what you're going to do now. Do
Yeah.
you feel a little better after talking it through that you're making the right decision to leave?
Yeah, I do. I feel like at this point, there's a lot more pros than cons of me leaving. And like I said, I feel like it'll be a better situation for everyone in general. So yeah, I do.
Awesome. All right. Do you have any other questions or anything that you want to explore while we're together today?
I don't think so.
Awesome. All right. Well, I will see you next time.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.